Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Right.
I'll
Wait,
make a
Fade.
fade. I don't think I think
Shit.
they got their AirPods in.
Oh, he got them AirPods in. Oh God.
Oh god, oh fuck. I think we could just just put on the stream.
What?
We're just gonna I don't know if we're
Yeah. All right. So, hello everybody. Welcome back. Everything is scuffed.
yes. If we had a nickel for every time one of the streamers stream crashed, we'd have 2 nickels a day. Which is not a lot, but that's more than I thought we'd have.
Yeah, it's weird that happened twice, but
Yeah, basically the problem is that Fades tried to play Rocket League and stream Rocket League at the same time, which caused the 2 Rocket Leagues to collide into each other and create a wormhole. And then Fades was stuck in it for like the better part of the last 5 minutes. And they're fine now. We're good. We're good.
yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. But yeah, this is it's definitely scuffed. But we shall try and figure it out as much as we can. But
Absolutely. We're still trying to get the game stuff down as well for this matchup. I guess we could talk a bit about the matchup, or we could talk about a bit about, um, I guess, the stream as a whole, if you'd want, or what we've already had.
mm,
There's
hold on.
quite a few things to go over. The main thing is that we're still trying to get all of the technical difficulties worked out as it is. So, of course, a lot of work going on with Fade and Fire behind the stream, trying to get things figured out. Of course, this is the one thing we did not want to have to happen when it came to the whole having teams play each other. So we're just gonna have to kind of cope with it.
Yep. But I don't know if you guys were hearing us because we were a little bit of robots, but yeah, hold on.
Well, I guess
We'll do things.
we're trying to see if we where we left off of where anyone heard us, because we were yapping a little bit about the teams and what strategies they might be doing when it comes to players and whatnot, and we don't exactly know where we left off. To be honest, I'm not entirely sure if you can even hear me right now. I might be talking to a void and no to nobody but Arrow right now.
No, they can hear you. You're fine.
Okay, well, we got that worked out. So
Yay.
wonderful.
All right. So we're just gonna have to. Yeah, we're just gonna have to see. Okay, so General Pause versus Claude9. We're gonna have to just see. Well, I mean, I guess we're just gonna have to go into this first match. So, first match is going to be a 1v1. I know I was talking to you a tiny bit about it, but who do you think is going to be put into that 1v1?
Oh yeah, that was a conversation we were having earlier. I think
Yep.
as far as I think when we started our conversation, we started off talking about. I'm trying to get to the teams here, but we started talking about Gentle Paws here. I personally, my pick is that they're going to go with Pictus here to try and get a quick win in game 1 and then try and hold on game 2.
Hmm.
If you had to
Okay.
pick, what would you go with? Would you be going more with a Strawberry, or would you go with Fire, or would you continue with Pictus?
I mean, we shall definitely see, but it does look like we have the games in, and it is going to be Yuki versus Strawberry.
Ooh, interesting. So we're having Strawberry go up. See how she does on that, and going up against Fade too. So we have a GC1 going up against a Champ 3.
Yeah, so that's definitely going to be difficult, but we're going to have to see how that goes. Let's see.
Yeah, with Strawberry being the pick to go forward, let's see if they can take that first match and what the chemistry between Firestreak and Pictus is going to be for the second match. As for Claude 9, of course, that is going to leave Factual and Voltac to be the two that are going to be up together. The Champ 3 and GC2, respectively.
Yeah, we shall see. I'm just trying to get things set up here because I've never had to. So, this is always scuffed, but alright, we should be fine. Alright, so we're going to be in US Central. There we go.
So we're finally getting things a bit rolling here between Gentle Paws and Claude 9 for this next match. So getting things worked out, obviously behind the scenes, a bit interesting, but we do got the lobby up now, so we should be able to have the game at least presentable to the stream now. So I think that should be good.
Already very, very well played from Yuki, getting a massive bump, and that is absolutely fantastic for the side of Claude 9. We're going to have to see how Strawberry can answer this, and I was kind of saying this before, I don't know if the stream was able to catch it, as Strawberry's
Oh
going to
my!
answer back very quickly.
Oh my goodness!
But Strawberry, a very, very strong ones player, and while they are put in as C3, I'm gonna be completely honest. I feel like their 1v1 skill level can some days be all the way up there at like GC2 level. So you've definitely got to watch out for them.
Yeah, so this could be a huge matchup here if Strawberry is able to take it. And if Strawberry is a wonderful one-on-one player and here for the table to take that 2-on-2, that would give you an immediate lead. And that Strawberry with another goal off the bat. 2 unanswered goals to take a lead.
And that was very, very well done from Strawberry, just getting that breakaway and able to speed it up just in time before Yuki could get anywhere near that ball. And now 2-1, Strawberry taking the lead in this one, even though she is coming in as the underdog of this match.
Absolutely. She tears for an aerial going into the shot. It might go off the crossbar, but Yuki saves it regardless. A bit of a bounce back over. Is going to go back in. Oh, the for Yuki. Oh,
and the dunk as well. That one's just going to go in.
Oh, my goodness. Oh,
that's absolutely ridiculous.
It looked like the lead was about to be doubled, and Yuki just erased it within a single moment, taking it back the entire other way off the rebound. Absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, that is more than ridiculous, honestly. That was so very well played.
Oh. Now we were talking about Strawberry potentially being able to command this one. Yuki, oh my goodness!
Just taking it right back.
With a nice lift of the car, hitting it in the air right above Strawberry's head. She tries to defend, but just couldn't quite get it in the corner, getting around. Just a well-placed shot overall.
Yeah, that was very, very well played, but this is already looking so very back and forth between these two. And I feel like, especially at this point, with 3 minutes 40 seconds left on the clock. We've had 5 goals, but I still feel like either person could take this. As we're going to get a flick from Strawberry. Yuki getting a massive save off the backboard. Strawberry trying to play this slow, gets a good 50. Yuki is not going to be back in time, and Strawberry going to put in that third goal, tying the game back up.
There's no chance for Strawberry to answer at all. Just able to get right in there and take it right there.
Don't mind that.
No, nothing just happened. We're back to a tie game. Strawberry taking a third goal. Now back trying to take the lead. Let's see what's going to be able to come up this next. Nice 50-50 off to the side. Strawberry getting the boost. Trying to go for a bit of an aerial here. It's going to be off the side.
Oh, what a save!
Oh, Yuki! Oh my goodness. For someone who's subbed in for this match, they're doing a tremendous job so far when it comes to their performance.
Oh, yeah, they are. And the breakaway as well. That is fantastic.
Oh, just excellent stuff.
Oh, man. Like, once again, as I was saying, just so back and forth between these two. Just, it's... I don't know who's going to win this, honestly. It's so close.
Yep, and it's going to be another 50-50 here. Strawberry now on the back foot, trying to take the lead back away from Yuki, or at least tie this up. Yuki is going to try and lift it.
Ooh.
Can Strawberry stop it? No!
Oh my goodness, what a flick. Yuki.
He's so far unstoppable at this point. Just Strawberry tried her best, but just couldn't quite get it done.
This is absolutely insane.
All right.
Yuki going to hold that 2-goal lead. Strawberry going to try and cut this down. Doesn't have much boost to work with here. Nearly getting it by Yuki, though. Now, the quick shot. Strawberry going to have to take this over to the corner. Yuki with a massive shot. That's off the bar. And Strawberry going to survive that onslaught.
Not only... Oh... A save by Yuki. Oh my goodness, it's thinking it might just be a breakaway, and it is. Yuki taking another goal. Now a 3-goal lead. Strawberry looked to be so sure to bring it down, but it just couldn't get it done. And now instead of a 1-goal game, it is now a 3-goal game.
Yeah, and that is just so very well played.
All right, Strawberry bringing it over into the corner. Oh, trying desperately to bring it down. Bit more aggressive play now. Now she's down by 3. Oh no, and it's gonna go in, and Yuki's gonna score another. Oh, Strawberry, so much credit at the start of the game of what was able to be done, but Yuki is quickly trying to take this one away. It looked like it could have been anyone's match, and now at this point it looks like Yuki's match to lose.
Yeah, and I feel like Yuki's just really adapted to Strawberry's playstyle so quickly.
First
Strawberry, you go.
Strawberry taking control of the ball. Yuki trying to get around. Strawberry having to play a bit of defensive. Takes it back the other way, but Yuki's able to get possession of the ball. Now taking a bit of boost. Yuki trying to hit it in the air. Strawberry trying to stop it from getting in, but Yuki redirects it and it goes in. Oh my goodness. Yet another goal. A well-placed goal by Yuki, too, as well. My, oh my.
Yeah, that was very, very well played from Yuki. And the 5-goal deficit. Strawberry starting to be in a very dire situation as Yuki's going to win that kickoff as well. Strawberry able to get the boost, though. Might be able to get away from this, but a good 50 from Yuki. And the bump as well. Strawberry with a save, though. That is a massive save. And while she is still down 5, that is a lot better than being down 6. And Strawberry, it might be a dire situation, but she is still fighting for her life in this 1v1.
Clinging for life in this matchup so far. Strawberry with a huge save. Let's see if she's able to make something happen here. No! Yuki's going to take it the other way, try and get a breakaway, try and redirect it. Strawberry trying to stop it again, just can't.
Oh,
and
man.
Yuki scores again. Slowly, ever so surely. Or not slowly, but rather dramatically putting this one away. 1 goal at a time.
That is just absolutely fantastic play from Yuki. With a minute left, it's very, very close to over for Strawberry here. And our eyes might be starting to shift towards that next 2v2, which is going to be Fade and Factual versus Fire and Pictus.
Of course, if we have discussed, it would be huge for them to Strawberry to pull us up and potentially go up in 2-0. But obviously, of course, Yuki has moved away with this one, taking, I believe, the last 6 unanswered goals, leading to a bit of a runaway show on Yuki's part.
Yep, and 7 goals, very close to that threshold required for a forfeit. Gonna have to see if we get that as another neutral 50 comes out. Yuki trying for the cheeky shot, but it's not gonna quite be there. Strawberry taking this one slow, goes to the flick, but Yuki just ready so very quickly for that.
Strawberry trying to get it, both trying to obtain an aerial to maintain possession. Yuki a bit in control. Strawberry trying to slow Yuki's momentum and take it the other way with a bit of an aerial shot. Just can't do it. Yuki trying to regain control.
Oh no!
Oh no! We're just gonna move away with it. Strawberry trying to defend it. She just can't. Yuki with yet another goal.
And 12 seconds left. It is now an 8-goal deficit. That's definitely... Okay, no, let's be completely honest. That's impossible to come back from.
Oh,
but
just a goal every 1.5 seconds. No biggie.
It's fine, yeah.
It's comeback time, baby. Strawberry trying to aim for the 4th goal. Yuki. It's going to be in the air, and that is going to be the end of the first game with Cloud9 and Yuki taking the win.
And that is very, very well played from Yuki. But my goodness, what a game. That looked so even going into that first match for like those first couple minutes. And it felt like just Yuki just kind of completely flipped just everything and just started scoring goal after goal, and Strawberry just couldn't get a foothold.
Just felt like at a certain point it looked like Strawberry was, dare you say, even the favorite for that matchup for a pretty sizable portion of time, but just couldn't quite get it done. And so therefore Yuki was able to take it, pull away with what I believe was 7 unanswered goals. Just an absolute onslaught near the end.
Yeah, that's just absolutely ridiculous. My goodness.
Yeah, I mean, half the battle is often being able to adjust in a situation of when one player is going against the other and learning to that player's play style and being able to adjust mid-game. And Yuki was able to do that incredibly well.
But either way, GG's to them.
A very good game and a good fight by Strawberry.
Indeed it is. We shall now be heading on to the second match as I figure out how to do this, because fun little, I guess, trivia here. While Fire and Fade have had the chance to run these games, I have not, so I'm doing my best here.
It's going one step at a time. We're getting it all figured out. It'll all be put together. And when it's all said and done, you know, I think we'll be looking pretty good with all this. And
yeah, but
as
we shall see
ready,
how this goes. You just take it. You just take it.
Sorry, I was a bit anxious for you to speak. Oh my goodness, Fade's already with the goal. Oh jeez, Cloud9.
Looks like Fade is just not letting this NA production get to him, just immediately scoring that one right off of kickoff, and Pictus not even fast enough to score that. That's when you know Fades is more than angry.
Oh, Fades is ready. And, oh my goodness, off the other way. Pictus trying to take possession, moving to the front of the goal. Back the other way. Fire now hitting the ball off the side, trying to get, but it's stopped in its tracks. Factual stopping Pictus from pulling off a bit of a move there. Pictus now taking the ball back in a bit of a defensive stand. Now,
Ooh.
oh my goodness!
Oh, the play over and the reset.
Oh, my goodness! Oh,
Off
well
the
played.
back wall. Holy, that was so well played. Just
A full
the
court shot, if you will.
that's
Oh,
that's insane. That's just insane.
a ridiculous shot to keep them in it and tied back up. A nice, decent 50-50 off the front. Pick this, doing a bit of a demo on Factual, but still having to bring it back the other way. Oh, Fade's setting up pretty decently well there, actually.
And all I really want to say right now is I'm glad Pictus wasn't pulling that out when I was playing against them, because my goodness, is that terrifying.
That is horrifying. I can't imagine having to counteract against that, honestly.
I don't think you can. I'm gonna be completely honest. As we
well,
see Pictus trying to go for another one, actually. Oh man.
Oh, Fire taking back the other way. Oh!
Pictus with the speed. That's gonna be an open net.
Oh,
and Fire is going to put that one in.
It was hard
and
to
Gentle
see
Pause. Oh.
It's hard to see what was going to happen there, especially with the destruction, but Fire able to take it in the net off the rebound. Just such a good setup.
Yeah, that was very, very well played from Pictus, because all he had to do was get that by that last defender, and he did exactly that. Now Pictus looking for a reset off the ceiling, getting it over Factual! And Pictus just showing off the mechs this game. My goodness.
Just finesse. The amount of moves we were seeing off it. About every play you can make in the book. Pictus is just making them one by one at this point.
Yeah, this is so well played from Gentle Pause here.
Oh,
While we saw that first goal from Claude9, just it's immediately being counted as Pictus going to try for the double tap. Factual is going to miss that, and Pictus is just, oh my goodness.
Factual trying with the defense and almost has it, but just can't quite do it with Pictus right there on the rebound. Not much you can do in that situation there. And
I don't think there's anything you can do with that.
Oh no. 50-50, won by Factual. Moving on to the other side. Oh, goodness!
Oh!
Elliptical! Fades! Oh, off
what
the
a
top.
shot.
I mean,
No
just
way.
nothing was able to do there. Fire could not have been there fast enough. Fades just had that all day.
That was a fantastic shot from Fade. Fire kind of delaying that kickoff a bit.
Oh.
It's going to give them an opportunity, but Fade able to recover from that bump. Now
Fire
playing
trying
it
to get
slow.
Fairly easy goal here. Fire saving it. Factual not quite able to make it. Pictus is doing it aerials again.
Oh, no.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, this is dangerous. He has a reset.
No. Oh.
Factual is going to get in the way, though. Fantastic save over there.
Couldn't get the reset off. Fire trying to get it in. Oh, it's just off the side. No, Bear! Pictus right there!
Pictus just able to cover that so very well.
Oh.
That is so well played from them.
I mean, the amount of aerial.
What was that?
Oh, just the amount of aerial movements that we're seeing from Pictus is just ridiculous so far. I didn't really have much to add beyond that. It's just... Oh
That's
goodness.
completely fair, but 5-2, Gentle Pause looking to be in a fantastic position in this game, which is definitely where they want to be after they lost that first 1v1.
In a position where they
Pictus going to have another one. Just dribbling it right down the entire defense of Claude9. That is, oh my goodness, that is so well played.
It's almost like they were able to just predict it being able to go off the other player. I mean, just such a well job done. And keeping the ball in possession, keeping it slow, and then all of a sudden just going super fast and able to overwhelm the opposition as well.
We'll see if Claude9 can come back from this, or if Gentle Pause is just going to continue their onslaught on this net, as Factual going to get a good flick through, gets a good 50 past Pictus as well. Fire going to be up very quick for this though, and barely gets it over Fade. It's not over yet, as Pictus going to have to get a touch, gets it over to the corner. Fire going to be able to finally take this away. However, Fade once again getting there, and Pictus with the save. And that's going to finally buy them some breathing room.
Moving down towards the other side of the net. Phage trying to get a shot, and Pictus with the defensive save. Both trying to get game control here. Pictus on the ceiling with the reset. This is dangerous. Resetting the ball multiple times. Factual taking it down the other way. Fire taking it back the other direction. Aerial
Fake.
can't pull it up. Down the other way. Phage trying to pull something off, but Pictus taking it right back and shooting it right towards the net.
Now Fire gonna try for the shot here. Puts it up high. Pictus not there to take the shot. Fade and Factual both working together to get this out of their half. Possibly a shot here as well. No, Factual going for the bump instead. As we have just an open net from the side of Claude9.
Phage was looking like they were trying to go for a boost, but there was just no boost there. And by that point, Factual was just left all alone for Fire to hit it right into the net, right under Phage's nose.
And that's very, very unfortunate for the side of Claude9. Because 7-2 is definitely not the place you want to be, but for Claude9, they just got to keep thinking that they still have that 1v1 win under their belt. So even if they lose this game, which is with every passing second looking more and more likely, as that one's just gonna slip by Factual. Now at 8-2, this is probably just going to tie up the series. And Claude9 gonna have to try and figure out some form of strategy to come back from this onslaught from Gentle Paws.
Absolutely, and of course, it would not go without reason to think that they are going to be putting in Pictus for that one-on-one, and how they're going to be able to counteract in that game 3 and who they're going to counteract with. Factual now controlling the ball. Pictus moving to the other side of the net, moving into the corner. A bit in the air. Is Fire going to get it? Yes, he does! Oh my goodness. Fire
9-2. That is...
Oh, just the onslaught that is coming out from these two. And a bit of chemistry work there done by Pictus and Fire working together. Now on the 50-50.
Oh,
Pictus,
that one's going to be in.
Pictus, please.
That's mean. That's just mean.
They're playing like I play against the AI tournament. They're just right off a kickoff. No mercy given, as if there isn't another person on that screen.
Yeah, I mean, can't really blame them, because just, especially in this sort of fashion, they're just showing their dominance here. 11-2. They're just putting in goal after goal.
I mean,
And
just
my
showing
goodness.
up after Strawberries lost in the first match. I mean, they are making up for it in spades and showing what they are capable of. A bit of a statement, if you ask me, going into games 3 and 4.
And we're definitely going to have to see how they play this, because, as you said, they might put Pictus in for that next one, as Pictus... Oh my god, stop.
Just
Just
please.
stop.
The cutscenes are extending this already extended stream already.
This is just ridiculous. As we see on the goal replay there, 1,600 points for Pictus in that game. That is... My goodness. That is terrifying.
I mean, what is there even to say at that point? I don't even think I've been able to get that much in any matchup I've ever played. Granted, I have much less experience than who we are seeing on display so far today. But just an absolute showing by Pictus. Terrifying, if you ask me. And still a job done by Fire. The two just dominant the whole time.
Yeah, absolutely dominant, but just so very well played. But just Gentle Paws just coming in with just all of the pressure on that, and my goodness.
I mean, just...
I'm just gonna check real quick. You keep talking to him.
Yeah, it keeps the people happy. A win, taking it to 1-on-1, and I think it's about time to start talking about who we might see in this next matchup here. Obviously, we have done plenty of talking about Pictus being this next match on the side of Gentle Paws with Strawberry having played in game 1. Strawberry did very well to try and steal game 1, and had Strawberry taken that game, it's very easy. You could make a decent case that they could make a sweep in this, but a bit of a stop able to be done by Claude 9, and a dominant one at that, and by Yuki. So it's down to see who they're going to be putting in for this next matchup, with Fade and Factual being the two choices they're going to have. Between these, I probably would put it that they're going to be putting on Fade. I would assume both teams are going to be putting in the best that they can, unless they are going to be putting in Factual to Factual to hold their own, and having Fade and Yuki fight it out in game 4. It depends. I think that they are in more of a position to try and win game 4 than game 3, at least based off of what we've seen in the Pictus show we've seen so far. But of course, you never know. You never know. If they put Pictus out there and Pictus can't get the job done, you might have a situation where they're on the back foot and it's going to be down to Fire Streak and Strawberry to get the job done.
And we shall see, as we're still waiting for those picks to come in. We shall just have to see what their choice is. Because, as you said, like, there's just a lot of different matchups that could happen here. We're just going to have to see. Oh, yeah, what?
If I'm Gentle Paws, I'm probably putting in Pictus. If I am Claude 9, I am probably putting in Factual, and I'm going to have Fade and Yuki for game 4, and then Gentle Paws try and steal one with Fire and Strawberry. I'd probably say that would be my pick, but we're just going to have to wait for what they choose and what they go with.
It looks like we do have the picks in, and Cobalt, you were half right. You did predict that Factual will be in, however, the person playing against him is going to be Fire.
Oh my goodness. A small part of me was telling me that this could have happened. Obviously, it's not very hard. There's literally only two choices on both sides of the ball. But Fire is going to be going in this matchup of two Champ 3 players, and we're going to have to see who is going to take this, because whoever wins this match is going to have a humongous bonus going into game 4. We might have a situation where a team, this match might be done in 4 games.
It might be, but we shall have to see as we get the players joining in. It's going to be Factual versus Fire Streak in this 1v1. 2 Champ 3 level players. We're going to have to see which one can reign supreme, as Fire with a fantastic 50, just killing it right in front of the net. And already starting off the scoring very quickly.
Fire took control of that unbelievably quickly and taking it to the side, and was able to bounce it right off. Able to take control of it again for Factual. A 50-50 at the start. Factual is going to have the control of this one. Elects to go for the full boost. Fire does the same. Tries to flick it above Fire. Cannot get it done. Fire hits it back over. It's going to be on the side. Fire going to have to play defensively. Gets it out of the danger zone there. Factual trying to put it on the net.
Oh,
Fire
the pinch.
the other way.
And this is now looking dangerous for Factual, as that one nearly is going to go in from the pinch. So very close, but Fire going to have to bail on this, as Factual not having too much boost. It's going to have to try and get a 50 here, and it's going to go nearly to Fire, but Factual is going to take this one. And Cobalt, I don't know about you, but I'm starting to get a bit of a tongue twister from having both names starting with F here. It's starting to confuse me a bit.
I had the same problem with D here earlier on one of these earlier streams. Fire
Oh,
taking
the backflip.
The backflip for the goal.
And Fire going to get that second one over Factual. That is very, very well played. Just getting just enough height to make Factual panic, and that backflip, we all know that pain. Just all you can do is sit as your car just spins around, just watching that ball sail into your net.
Just a very well-placed flip by Fire. Factual trying to take control. Moves it off to the side, gets the boost, is going to try and make something happen here in the air. Oh, can't quite get a pinch done or anything like that. Factual might be taking this the other way, but Fire still with boostless is going to be trying to stop the ball and can with the save. Oh, but Factual gets the boost. Off the side wall, Fire playing it defensively here, moving it back to the other side. Factual up in the air, on the side of the goal, and scores! Oh, just barely makes it in.
That is a fantastic shot from Factual as we get the nice one from Fire. Just perfect top corner bar down. That is a fantastic place shot. I don't think anyone is going to be saving that anytime soon.
Really nothing much you could have done about that one. Factual getting the ball, trying to tie this one up. Can't quite do it. The ball's too high. Fire.
Oh, that's a breakaway.
Oh my goodness, it's going to go right in. I thought it was going to go over the side.
Fire getting once again another one, just answering right back from Factual's goal. And once again increasing this back to a 2-goal lead for him. But with 3 minutes left, it is still anybody's game. We're gonna have to see who can take it as Fire gets a really favorable kickoff, and that's just gonna be the force for him. He's just gonna walk that in.
A game, it looks like for a moment that this was going to be potentially a tie game, and now it's a 3-goal game, and Fire is taking a commanding lead with 3 unanswered goals.
That is absolutely fantastic from Fire. Factual definitely going to have to try and just figure out something really quick. Because while there is still 3 minutes left, 3 minutes is a lot of Rocket League, but it's also a lot of time for Fire to keep scoring on your net as another couple shots come through. Factual going to get control of this. Fire with a fantastic touch. It's going to be dangerous as Factual doesn't have any boost to his name. Finally grabbing up a couple pads, but Fire getting a fantastic 50 and getting bumped as well. Nearly gets bumped into the shot, but just barely missing the flip. Factual just thanking his lucky stars for that.
Factual's been making some excellent saves to keep this game alive. So far, it's still a 3-score game, but anything can happen in fades. Oh no, Fire might just have a open neck shot, and Fire does, taking yet another goal. I believe it was 2-1, so that would actually make this now 3 unanswered goals.
That is just absolutely terrifying from Fire, honestly, because I know that he's not fond of 1v1s, but after this performance, I've heard from him multiple times just praising how good of a player Factual is. This might be a bit of an ego boost for him, so if this goes to Game 5 and we get to see Firestreak on the pitch once again, it's definitely going to be dangerous. However, that is definitely going to hurt the ego a bit. Just a slight tap is all that Factual needed to put that one over Fire.
Just such a well-placed shot. Fire couldn't really do much to stop it there. Factual is not quite down yet. A couple more goals and Factual should be able to keep right in it. Rocket League's a fast-paced game, and there is plenty of goals to be made. Fire taking the boost immediately, putting Factual on the defensive. That is at the very least going to be eating up time that Factual very much cannot afford at the moment. But Factual able to move it forward onto the offensive. Fire takes the boost again. Factual in a bit of trouble here.
50.
Winning off of the 50, and Firestreak takes the entire length of the field. Just nothing they could really do to stop it. Just a commanding lead at this point by Fire.
Indeed it is. And 6-2 with a minute 30 left. That is a 4-goal deficit in just 90 seconds. That is definitely something that's hard to come back from, especially if your opponent is just going absolutely wild right now with a fake as well. Stealing the boost as well. Just honestly just playing with Factual here. Finally Factual able to get some ground. Gonna try and get this over. Fire with a good 50. Factual is not able to recover in time. Fire has an open shot and is going to take it right in the middle of the goal, and that is 7-2 for Fire.
We've seen a bit of a common theme with all these games so far. They all look to be very competitive at the start. No player really runs away with it at the beginning, but just near the end, just one player just is able to adapt to the other's playstyle and shut them down.
I just remembered that this is an especially special 1v1, as Factual going to get a massive flick over and scoring that one. I just remembered that Factual and Fire were actually teammates last season. They were both on the team of Gentle Paws along with Static. And one thing that was especially special about that team is that none of them missed a single series for the entire season. So they became well accustomed to how each other played, and Fire is showing that in spades as he goes for the aerial and gets the slight touch around, and Factual can only just stare in awe at his former teammate.
I mean, it is clear that the two are very familiar with their playstyle, but Fire has very clearly picked up some new tricks that Factual just wasn't aware of, if anything. And the two moving over now. Factual is gonna try to get a fourth goal on here off the top. Oh, can't get on the rebound.
Oh, that's just gonna drop in.
It's just gonna go in. And a fourth goal by Factual.
That one goes in. That one goes in at a blazing 19 kilometers per hour. Just my goodness.
I may be an engineer, but I do not know what a kilometer per hour is. But I'm guessing that's not very fast.
It is not. For us Americans, that is only 12 of those freedom units. But 8 to 4.
12 eagles per hour, ladies and gentlemen. 12 eagles per furlong.
I thought it was 12 eagles for Burger King.
Something like that. Anyway, Fire scores goal number 550,000, 4,050, whatever. And,
I don't think that's proper numbers.
That's the least numbers. Fire with a 9-4 lead late into this game. Fun fact for everyone out there, a bit of trivia midway through the game. A furlong is actually 1/8 of a mile, and they use that in horse racing. I just think that the name's funny, and that's why I decided to bring it up.
Fair enough. I did not know that. Now you know.
Now you know.
But as Factual gonna try for one more opportunity, this one is going to hit the ground, and Gentle Paws is now going to be put on match point after that win from Fire.
An excellent win by Fire, putting a bit of trust into him, not going with the choice that I would have done, but Fire just able to deliver regardless. I mean, just an overall well job done by Fire. Picked staying on the sidelines as the GC3, the one that I had a pick to either play in game 1 or 3, and in both times I am proven wrong. And Strawberry and Firestreak have both fought valiantly in each of these fights, but Fire able to take the win and has now put the Claude 9 on the back foot. And they're going to have to do something now, because now you have Pictus and Strawberry who are hungry to end this in a 4th game.
Indeed, they are. We shall have to see how this goes, as we are going to have Yuki and Fade, who were also former teammates in last season as well, going up against Pictus and Strawberry. And I don't know about you, but I'm a little bit worried for, honestly, both of these teams, because we've seen that both of these squads can absolutely pop off. We're going to have to see out of them which will pop off more.
Yeah, of course, with the former teammates on Claude 9 finally coming together, there might be a bit of chemistry that we have to throw into the works here. And they're going to have to rely on that chemistry, because they are going into a dire game 4, and they're going to have to be throwing everything at the wall. Because now you're in a situation where you did not put in, or where I am sure that they were in a situation where they were going to keep Fate in the game, and put in Factual, thinking they were going to put in that and try and steal game 4, or take game 4 and try and steal game 3. But now they're going to have to take game 4 regardless.
Yeah, and this is going to be very difficult, but we shall have to see how it goes, as we are getting everyone onto the field for game 4. And Gentle Paws in a very, very comfy lead here. We're gonna have to see who can take this as Strawberry. I'm gonna start off by trying to get this out of their corner. Pictus with a massive clear. This is already looking dangerous for Cloud9 as Fade. Gonna try and move this away. Strawberry trying to get this one into the middle, just creating some pressure, but Yuki able to keep this one away, and it's looking like both teams are kind of just sizing each other up right now, trying to see what might work and what won't.
They're both taking a bit of a slow move, trying to get a bit of finesse moves to work around the other team. Oh my goodness! No,
What a save!
Yuki just couldn't get it done. Fades off the side trying to rebound, but Strawberry taking it back the other way. Oh, Yuki's gonna have to go on the defensive here, but they might be going the offensive, trying to get around the two teammates, but just can't get it done. Team desperate to try and get a goal in to try and tie up the series. Elliptical Fades takes it in.
That is an absolutely fantastic play as well, just putting it past Strawberry, past Pictus, and able to get that angle to put that in the net. That is not an easy shot, but Fade able to just slam that one home and getting that first goal for Cloud9.
Former teammates proving that they have a lot to prove in this game 4 and a lot to make up for to force a game 5. And Cloud9 trying to get another goal in. Strawberry trying to take possession, but Yuki is going to do a bit of an aerial here, but can't get the reset done. Fades now moving on to have the ball in the corner. Strawberry and Pictus trying to take command. Strawberry going for the breakaway, but Pictus gets it in regardless, and it's a tie game.
And that was just a massive shot from Pictus, no boost, able to just clear that down the entire field, nearly not even bouncing off the ground. That is fantastic shot from Pictus, able to tie up this game with 3 minutes 28 left on the clock. Still can be anyone's game.
To the other side. Fades trying to stop the onslaught here. Is able to. Strawberry actually trying to get it back. Gentle pause trying to.
The demo!
The demo!
What a save!
Strawberry! Excellent save done, but Fades passing it to Yuki.
That's gonna be in!
It's gonna go in! Fades with another goal, an excellent setup! Oh my dear goodness. My oh my.
That was just absolute chaos the entire way through. Cloud9 just keeping up that pressure so much. But my goodness.
The fast pace that they are keeping on, throwing off Pictus, throwing off Strawberry, taking the lead.
And the demo.
Another demo. Is it gonna go in?
With a save!
But Pictus, it goes off the side. Fade's gonna take it down the other side.
Now Pictus trying to keep this one away.
Nearly set it up for Fades, but was able to keep it high. Yuki!
Strawberry with the save. Just once again, so much more onslaught from Cloud9. And that's exactly what they need to force this game 5. And I feel that both Fade and Yuki know that if they lose this game, not only are they going to lose this series, but they are going to be out of the mid-season tournament, as Pictus is going to be fighting for the side of Gentle Pause and putting in another goal for their team.
A reset off the ceiling and then bouncing off the crossbars, getting in and tying up the game. We are now having a tie game and an all-or-nothing game for Cloud9, where they have proven that they will fight to the bitter end. But Pictus with some more finesse, setting up for a goal potentially here again. With a save! Yuki moving on towards the other side, a bit of an aerial. Strawberry can't stop it, but Pictus gets it off to the other side. Now moving on, heading towards the other goal. Pictus going to set something up here. Can't quite. Yuki going to try and regain control. Moves off to the side there, and it is going to be going towards the net, a bit towards the corner, and Pictus is going to regain possession.
The bump. Pictus still gets it through. No way.
And it's a retaken lead. Pictus just forcing the issue. Yuki just could not stop them.
That is absolutely fantastic from Pictus. Yuki getting the bump on Pictus, but Fade still getting beaten out because Pictus was just so quick to recover for that ball. Now Gentle Paws looking to take this series in 4 as they're starting to get a lot of pressure here. Fade trying to break this away. Yuki doesn't have any boost. And Pictus just going to take the easy shot over him. And 4-2 for the side of Gentle Paws. Cloud9 looking to be in a dangerous situation.
Oh, you are definitely getting in a bit of a dangerous spot now. You're down by 2 goals. All or nothing game. You need to win this or you go home. I think you would be, off to the other side. You're going to have to play defensive here, but it would be an easy guess to say that those two are going to be trying to play a little bit more aggressively now, trying to get it in. Pick this back the other way. Fade's able to keep the game alive with a nice save. Strawberry, nothing set up. Pick this, nothing set up. It's going to be continuing over. Fade trying to force the issue. Can't quite get it done. You have Yuki in the backfield.
You get a bit of Fade just sitting on the car of Strawberry, but that's going to be an open shot. Pictus getting in the way there. Yuki has another shot here, tries to get it through. Pictus once again just being a massive defender for the side of Gentle Paws. But Fade going to be the shooter, and he's going to put that one in, and Cloud9's hopes are still alive.
It's a 1-goal game with 48 seconds left. Fades off the top of Pictus's car. Nothing they could have done. Fades, he's caught the deficit in half, and now this is looking a lot more realistic for a comeback now to force a game 5.
45 seconds left. It's going to be dangerous, but Fade getting a breakaway. This is going to be a fantastic opportunity. And it's going to go past. And now it's going to be in. And Fade is going to tie up the game as we get a bit of a Rocket League moment. It's completely fine, but Fade, oh my goodness, what a shot. Pictus not able to get there. Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness. It's a tie game, 4 apiece. Just, what could we even see happen at this point? And
oh no, Strawberry. Strawberry doesn't get the shots.
Strawberry. Oh, Fades with the save again. Strawberry getting the boost. They're going to try and force the issue. They do not want an overtime. They want this over now. Pictus trying to regain control, has full boost. Use it all, but pulls up another boost as well. Fades trying to, bit of an issue here. Oh no.
That's going to be dangerous. Yuki getting that over into the corner. Fantastic touch, but Pictus going to show off the mix. Doesn't get the stall. That's going to allow Fade to try and clear this out. It's going to hit 0 seconds. Strawberry going to keep this one up, though. Tries to get it over to Pictus. Yuki going to keep that up. Gets demoed, though, and Pictus is going to let that drop down. And we have overtime in this game 4, and this is crucial for Cloud9 to win this, because if they do not, if they don't get this next goal, they are going to be out of the tournament.
They need to put out everything into this 1 goal. They cut that 2 deficit down to 0. They're in the situation to take
a shot.
Yuki Pictus with the save. Can't quite get the rebound to get a breakaway. An excellent job done by Fades to keep that in check. Yuki taking control of the ball. There's not anyone left back there. It's very dangerous. What can happen?
Oh, gets it by. It's just Fade versus Strawberry. Fade with a shot. It's so close.
No!
Pictus with the save. No way. That is insane. That was all the way in, but Pictus somehow just breaking the laws of physics to keep that ball out of the net. But it's still not over yet. Cloud9 still has some chances here, getting it over. Fade trying to get that through. It's going to be just dropping in front of the net, but no one is there. Strawberry going to be able to clear this one away. Now Fade going to take this, tries for the shot. Pictus is going to save it away.
Able to keep it around. Pictus has been keeping this game alive to try and end it for Gentle Paws. Oh, Strawberry trying to force the issue. Fades!
Oh!
Can't save it! And that'll do it. That will do it. Oh, almost with the save. Fades tried last moment and just couldn't do it. Just couldn't do it, and it's Pictus with the goal.
My goodness, what a fantastic play to end that. Yuki trying to kill that ball in the center, but it just wasn't meant to be, as Pictus just slamming that one home.
Tying it back
My
up
goodness.
At 4 apiece. I mean, it just looked like it had a chance. It looked like it had a chance to go to a game 5. They were in deep trouble after Fire was able to pull that one, but just
Oh
couldn't
my
get
god.
it done and couldn't force the game 5. There was so much heart fought in that match too as well. It was just such a well played match overall.
It was. I'm still just. Oh man, I really wish we had the goal replays for this because I really want to see that back. Because my goodness, like that was in. That was in from Fade's shot,
I thought that
and
was in.
Pictus just. I don't know how. I don't know how that happened, but my goodness.
Ugh, I thought for sure. I thought for sure that it looked like we were about to have a game 5. It looked like we were going to have an all or nothing game after this desperate last attempts to keep themselves alive done by Claude9. They play with so much heart. It was hard to not root for them to want to pull off a game 5, but just couldn't quite get it done. Gentle Pause takes it in 4.
And that is just. Oh man, you know how crucial that.
Can you feel it? The fire in your soul, leaping at the chance for love. Can you feel it? Haunting your senses, letting all your feelings go. But I can feel it rushing through my veins. know I make you feel good. Don't you wanna feel good, good, good? Sometimes I wish that we could go back before you got hurt, hurt, hurt. When before I was scared, now I'm feeling prepared. Don't you wanna feel good? Don't you wanna feel good, good, good?
When you said you were leaving, I thought that you meant it. I played the victim, you starred as indifferent. Hindsight comes standard with rose-colored lenses. Hate to admit it, you're better off. Now you're too afraid to look, too scared to miss it. We're night and day, solar eclipses. Too afraid to look, too scared to miss it. We're night and day, solar eclipses. Solar eclipses. Solar eclipses. Caught up in your gravity, always end up lost in your wake. Intoxicated, maybe we can start again. Caught up in your gravity, always end up lost in your wake. Intoxicated, maybe we can start it.
All right, everybody, welcome on back to RFDL mid-season tournament. I'm Ecliptic Phage. You can't see me right now. I'm still working on getting everything set up. You guys will be able to see me in just a second. There we are, guys. We finally got there. Hopefully I'm moving around. Nice. Okay, that's good. Sorry about all the technical difficulties we've had today. It's been a rough day of Rocket League, and we're actually going to be doing this one last match, and then we are going to be stopping for the day and continuing on with the rest of them tomorrow. It's going to add a little bit of time to our streams, but it will be totally fine. We're just going to get it all good to go, and I think we'll be good there. But with that being said, we are going to have our last game of the day, guys, and it is going to be a lower bracket match for elimination. It's going to be X3 Tactics versus Protogen Rebellion. We're just going to talk about these teams really quick as we do have some changes in some of the rosters. Protogen Rebellion going to stay the exact same. They're going to have Turtles, they're going to have Heavenly, and they're going to have Static. As for everybody else, it's going to be Azami hopping in for one of the players. I believe it's Frosty. Yeah, Frosty had to go due to time constraints, and so Azami is going to be coming in for them. You won't see their player card here today, but that is what will be going on. Some pretty good teams. I expect it to be a pretty good match. We're going to see about getting this one going as soon as possible. We're not going to deal with replays or anything. Like, my entire PC crashed earlier, so we're just going to go straight into these matches. Let's go ahead and talk about X3 Tactics once again. It's going to be Shy, Trico, and Azami, and we are gonna see that. See how it goes. But yeah, I expect it to be pretty good. I expect this to be a good match. How these guys fare getting straight into the match. It turns. We'll just see how it goes. But yeah, as I said, gonna be a bit scuffed for the rest of the night. We are just gonna go straight into the games. See how they go. So we're gonna just get this one out of the way right now. You guys can't see anything because that's just how Rocket League likes to do me right now. And it's an immediate goal, so hold on as I try to get Rocket League up running for you guys. There we go. You can see Turtles gets a really good touch off the side, and it's going to be Protogen taking the lead there. Just going to continue on see how the rest of this goes. I'm just going to solo cast this one toward the end of the day. This is going to be the last match that we do. And as I said, the lower round 2 matches will be tomorrow. Protogen Rebellion. Turtle's talking about being really tired, so I'm going to see if that shows up in this game. It doesn't seem like it. It seems like he's playing just fine. So I know some of these EU folks have been up for a long while. Unfortunately, we did not want the tech issues to last as long as they did. But with me and Fire having to play in a match against each other previously, we didn't really have much of a choice but to just try and play it out. Turtles with another goal. To be good for him to get going. That's exactly what you want to see for Protogen if they're going to take this one. See what they can pull out in this game. We'll see if they can continue on with this sort of pressure. Seems like it's a pretty good start for them. Turtles getting another shot on net. It is going to be a third goal really quickly for them. This looks like Turtles kind of running this field right now. Zami trying to find some sort of semblance in this game right now, but not really able to do too much with it. Tried to go on the sidewall, but Turtles just that expert in ones. So just gonna see him tear away with some of this game. Kind of looking like how my game earlier against Dignipause went in the 1v1. As these players do know, they can forfeit as long as the clock is under 2 minutes and the goals scored are around like 7 or 8 away from what's possible to come back from. You know, it's mainly allowing the players to choose when it's gonna happen. That might happen in this game. Might be a quick one. As Turtles already 5 goals up with 3:18 remaining. So, have to see how long it goes on for. And that's another kickoff goal. This is not looking good for the start of X3 Tactics. Obviously not wanting to have to bring in a sub immediately. Kind of a rough situation that they've had. But that's why you're expecting the 2's games to go a lot better. We're going to have Shy and Trico going up against Static and Heavenly. Static and Heavenly showed up pretty well in their first 2v2 match. We'll have to see if they do it again. Now we'll see if Azami can stall this out a little bit. Gets an excellent shot. That's going to go into the back of the net. And Azami getting the first one on the board. Really good play there. Nice aggression to be seen. Now let's see, Azami trying to get a second goal. Not going to be able to happen there on this time. Turtles trying to play this one slow. Goes to the behind, or goes to the back of Azami. There's going to be a 7th goal. Brazil in game 1. Have to see how that's going. Meanwhile, on the other stream, the final match of the day, Twisted Tails versus Awoptic, also about to start. Skifty versus Daki, that first game. See how they do later on as well. Also, for Toads, if you're asking what time things are going to start tomorrow, expect matches to start around 1:30 EST for the lower rounds, and then we will go into the upper semis, so you guys will be the games after that, I believe. So, shall see how those go forward. Now, good for Azami getting that second goal. Able to keep this a little bit competitive. Yes, Nova, these are going to be the last matches. The EU players are getting tired, and we have decided, because of our tech pauses going so long, we need to postpone things about till tomorrow afternoon, because it's getting late everywhere, and people need to be able to eat, people need to be able to sleep. So we're going to do round 2 of lowers tomorrow, and we're gonna just see how it does there. Now Turtles getting another goal. Just a demo on Azami. Kinda rough. Of course, we didn't expect the tech pauses to take as long as they were, but as I said before, with me and Fire having to each pause our streams for an extended period of time due to us playing against each other, these things just kind of happen. So... see Azami trying to get another goal on Turtles. Not going to be able to find it. Turtles should have an open net. With less than a minute left, Azami have been looking more and more comfortable as the game has gone on, but Turtles is doing well at keeping their pressure and finding these opportunities on the net. Good 50s, leading to a lot of open opportunities. We're going to have to see if they can continue on. Oh, Turtles getting another win here. If he gets another goal, that would allow Azami to forfeit. 42 seconds left. They might just decide to play it out. Might get a goal here, actually. But Turtles is there for the block. Gonna try and rush back, and it looks like they're gonna have more than enough boost. Actually just plays the demo game, showing that Protogen means business on this X3 Tactics squad. They want to win this. I understand. Only 22 seconds left in this game. And then we will be moving over to the 2v2, see how that one runs. This is going to hit the ground, and Protogen Rebellion is going to win this game. Congratulations to them on that first win, but now we go to the 2v2 and we'll see how that goes. Have to see what Static and Heavenly can do against the rest of X3 Tactics. This one is going to take place on Essential server. Yeah, and we'll get going with that second one. And meanwhile, on the other stream, Awaptic up by 7 with about 2:13 remaining. Docky versus Skifty. Skifty was talking about how they're awake at 3 a.m., very tired, probably not playing their best. That is something that we deal with constantly with these EU players on these long stream days for mid-season tournament and such. We'll get this next game going on this stream as soon as we have all the players. Right, and it looks like we have everybody. So let's go into game number 2. And of course, getting errors. Let's see. Start my game. That was Rocket. Happens a lot, actually, so something we just had to deal with. Yeah, thanks for that, Toads. Yeah, we'll try to see when we can get you into commentate again, Toads. Unfortunately, we did have to cut today a little bit short, but we're gonna try and get this going as much as possible. See what we can get going here. We just wait for my Rocket League to restart and get into this next match. But I am excited to see what the Protogen squad and the X3 squad can do in this next game. I think this one will be very interesting. So now that we are back, go ahead and get everyone back in here. Okay, we are good to go, and we are going to get this game 2 started in just a second. Oh, and of course, now they want what? They want East servers. Okay, yeah. More tech problems, Toads. Trust me. I know. Are you? It's doing it again. And my game won't let me pick regions more than once, so we're gonna have everything on East apparently, so we'll just see how this goes. And I will give you guys an update. Awatic is going to be taking game number 1 on the other stream. Twisted Tail's going to have to come back here. And we are going to finally get into game number 2 as well. And we'll see exactly how this goes. Yep, I saw them press the wrong button on Firestream. That happens. All good, though. We will see how this game is going to go for Protogen and for X3 Tactics. Now Trico going to have possession here in the midfield. We've seen a lot of pressure from both teams. Nothing too substantial though. No real shots being dangerous on net. Static does have this ball. Going to put it around Trico, but it's going to be up high, but very scrambly on the side of X3 Tactics, and Heavenly going to be able to score that one. That's going to be a good shot from Heavenly. Just not expecting Protogen to be, or not expecting X3 Tactics to be in as rough of a spot as they were. Now Trico over up against Protogen. Not going to work out. Trico will be able to clear this one over to the side. Bounce it up off the corner. Move that one over to the side. It looks like Heavenly waiting in midfield patiently. Waiting for an opportunity. Sees one. Takes it up into the air. Interesting pinch going out midfield. Almost went on target. Now Shy with the shot, but it's going to be off the post and out. And with Heavenly getting that extra pinch there. Zooms out into the midfield. Now pass over to Trico. Trico tries to play it slow, but Static has the dunk. Now Static moves it past one. Heavenly with the touch. Gonna be Shy though. Now Static. Once again, Static with a shot, but Trico keeps it out of the net. Crossbar ping. Rings out once again. Now Static moving it over to the side. Trico with possession. Static just gonna be taking that quick. Not going to give any space. And that might be an open net for X3 Tactics, but Shy can't get the touch on the ball. They're going to be wanting that one back. That was definitely an opportunity missed out for by X3. Now Heavenly trying to keep the pressure downfield. Looking for a bunt. Not able to find one, but Static gets possession of that ball. Trico playing the 50. Shy is going to be the first one there, and Static going to respect the pressure. As we move forward, Shy grabbing the corner boost, pass out to Trico. It's going to be Static in the back line. Crossbar pinch. Crossbar hit. Out. Once again, another shot that could have tied up this game. Going the way of Protogen Rebellion. Now Shy, being the demo, tries to shoot that on net, but Static is there fast enough. Might look for the counterattack off of this corner. Tries to bump out Trico, trying to make him hit it into his own net. Another bump on Trico, coming out this time from Heavenly. Shy trying to play the 2v1. Trico looked for the bump, not able to find it on Static. Minute 46 remaining. X3 Tactics need to push. Trico with the save. Heavenly, not a lot of boost, and goes off the crossbar themselves, and Static will be there to capitalize. Protogen up by 2, and they're looking to take this in a sweep. Of course, they still have another game of ones to go after that. Not sure who any team is going to be bringing out. You'd assume if Protogen gets this win, they're going to try the Static idea once again. Now a shot stopped by Static once more. It just seems like every single shot X3 gets on the net is not working out for them. And Shy tries to squishy save, but it goes too low. Protogen up by 3, and with a minute 22 left, this is going to be a tough one to come back from. You can see Shy just doesn't have the angle. The ball drops too low before they can get to the edge of the goal. Meanwhile, on the other stream right now, Twisted Tales up by 1 in game number 2 against Awapta. Looking like a very close 2v2 going on their side. Now Heavenly. With possession here, trying to play it against Trico. Fakes out the touch. Puts Static in a bit of an awkward situation, but the entire X3 roster just a bit too far forward with less than a minute left. Still no shots on goal right now. Gonna have to find something real quick, and Static just playing the slow game. Flicks it over one. Shy has to put this off to the side. And Static just takes control and flicks it up again. Just trying to put X3 in as many awkward positions as possible. It's really working out well for the squad. Trico with a big flick. Static will be there. And that is a demo on Trico by Heavenly. Not a lot of time left. Have to get a goal every 5 seconds at this point, and that's going to be pretty much it. Pass out is too far. Unfortunately for X3 Tactics, they are now facing elimination point against Protogen Rebellion. Looking at game number 3. That's just a well-placed shot by Static. We're going to have to see who they are going to bring in for game number 3. But right now, this entire match has been Protogen Rebellion through and through. Now, Rai will let me know who's going to be in for game 3, as will Shy. I think we see who that is going to be on X3 Tactics already. I get this one all ready to go. It looks like... Not sure entirely who's going to be on there yet. X3 Tactics now facing elimination point. But expect Static to be the choice from them. We shall see, though. And we'll get back into a party with everyone as soon as we have our pick. And see who is Protogen picking for this important game number 3. Meanwhile, on the other stream, I looked away and suddenly a Waptic up by 3, 2 minutes left in game number 2. Twisted Tails trying to find something here. They're not able to do anything just yet. Still just gonna wait a little bit, see how this is gonna go. I think I'm getting word who it's gonna be. And we have our pick, so okay, we are gonna go into game 3. Is going to be an interesting one. Now we go back on to our next server. And we will get our next game underway. And we've got our next 1v1 happening right now. And I think we saw this happen earlier. Heavenly going to be the 1v1 player. Not having Static do it. Actually, I don't think we saw this. I think we saw it from a different team. However... Static not wanting to play against Shy in the ones. Heavenly gonna have to do a good job here. Has an open net and will get the first goal. Heavenly going up quick for Protogen Rebellion. Remember, this is a elimination point for X3 Tactics. They lose here, they are out. You would not expect to see that against Shy. Not entirely sure how much ones is played by Shy as well, so I'll see. Meanwhile, on the other stream, Awapta Gaming has just taken their second game. putting Twisted Tails on elimination point as well. Starting to see a little bit of a narrative show from these matches. Both of these teams had complaints about the late night. Turtles or Progen. Gifty being a little bit later than Turtles and also doesn't stay up as late as Turtles usually does. Turtles is up to obscene hours of the night. And you can see that's definitely hurting Twisted Tails right now, but Progen Rebellion are on fire. Now Shy has a chance at a shot. Does fake out Heavenly there, who thinks the shot's going to come in, and that's going to be a tying game. Or tied game, should I say, for Shy. And what a fake that is. Just really just backing up at the last second. And I have to see Heavenly playing Game 3 is the right choice. Now, it does mean Static and Turtles in Game 4 against Azami and Trico. It's going to be a very interesting Game 4 as well. Does look like Shy will be able to take the second goal. We'll have to see. How this works. Now Shy getting the win on the kickoff. Might be able to find a goal, but the flip doesn't come out quite right. I think I saw their nose hit the bottom of the... or hit the ground a little bit on that one. Now Heavenly in a rough position. Has to try and get up for this one, but Shy is going to have that. It's going to be a 3-1 lead for X3 Tactics. Maybe getting a little bit of momentum. And this game number 3 is what X3 Tactics need to try and force a game 5. We shall see. First off, they have to get through game 3. The fake kickoff. Allowing Shy possession of that ball, but Heavenly gets the boost immediately, leaving Shy at a disadvantage. However, Shy just going to boom this one. Gets the boost away from Heavenly. Heavenly kind of chased that boost. That's going to leave him a little bit strapped for it himself. Now Heavenly has to hit that away from his net, not allow Shy to get a chance. That's not going to be the best hit. Shy is going to be up for it, but it's going to be high off the backboard. Heavenly might be able to get a counterattack here. Grabs the boost. That's going to be a very awkward ball as it doesn't hit the ceiling. It has to use most of their boost to catch up to it, allowing Shy to make a counterattack. Shy going to get this boost away from Heavenly again, but with a huge bump going the way of Heavenly, they are going to be able to take ball possession. They're going to put it immediately towards that X3 side, but once again, Shy just stealing the boost away from Heavenly, trying to keep the ball possession. Heavenly not going to get a touch on that one, and that's going to be in the back of the net. A 3-goal lead for X3 Tactics now. Meanwhile, we're seeing Liska versus Bungie on the other stream. Liska trying to put their hopes in their hands for Twisted Tails, needing to get a win on their game as well. Same situation as X3 Tactics. But we've seen Bungie play on the B stream before, and he was looking pretty strong as well in the ones. So, very interesting. Hoping for the best, hoping for a good series for that team. But we still have a game going on here. Heavenly trying to find a shot on net. Shy is going to be a little bit too quick on that one. Looking for the cooker pinch. Not going to be able to find it as Heavenly does 50 that. Now long clear downfield. A minute 45 left on the clock in this game 3. With how little goals have been scored in this 1v1, you need a miracle right now, being down by 3. You need a goal every 30 seconds for Heavenly. Will they be able to pull it off? Maybe with this push from Shy, might open up some sort of space. Because it is past them, but it's going to bounce up. And Heavenly now has to scramble back for boosts. Shy, not the best touch. Leaving an open net for Heavenly, but it's just too soft of a touch. Needed to be a much stronger shot towards net than it would have had a chance to go on. Now a shot from Shy. It's going to be 5-1. Now down by 4. We're looking at a potential game 4 for X3 Tactics. Shy has just played this one so well. Probably expecting to go against Static in that 1v1. I'm sure they are happy they did not have to deal with the GC2 right now. That would have been rough going into that game. However, I will say Trico and Azami have just as rough of a game going into game number 4. Now, Heavenly trying once again. No shot on net. Shy keeps it away. Might be able to find another one here for Shy. Looks for the read, but it's just a little bit too far underneath that ball. Heavenly might be able to find something, and Shy does not get the bump, and that is going to be a second goal. Heavenly, 20 seconds and 3 goals to score. It's not impossible, but they need some serious kickoff shenanigans if they want this to happen for Progen Rebellion. We'll see if it can happen right here. Oh, and what a save from Heavenly. And it is bouncing towards the net again. Still a chance. Heavenly had 6 seconds to score 2 goals. They are not quite out of this one. However, they're going to need a whiff on this kickoff. Any good kickoff for X3 Tactics will get this game out of the hands of Progen Rebellion, and they'll have to look for a win in Game 4. And that could be constituted as a good kickoff for X3 as the time runs out. That's going to be game. While Heavenly tries for the shot, keeps this ball up as much as possible. It looks like X3 Tactics going to be going away with their first win of the series. Will they be able to use this to their advantage and get some momentum going into game number 4? Meanwhile, on the B stream, as always, Twisted Tales up by 1. Actually, up by 2 now in game number 3. With 1:52 left on the clock. They're going to be trying to save their lower bracket lives as well. We will go into game 4 here. It's going to be Static and Turtles versus Azami and Trico. This one's going to be a tough one for X3 Tactics. Static and Turtles is quite a hard team to fight against. A GC2 and a GC3. It's always going to be a hard match no matter who you are. Oh, and I don't think I waited for the last person to join. That is rough. I think we are waiting on one more. Oh, nope. I think we've got everybody. So right on time. We will get into this game number 4. Oh. Okay, I guess we'll leave. Because apparently not everybody was in the game. Apparently Azami never got put in. So. Happens. Got it going again. Make sure everybody's in. It said they joined. Yep, we do have everybody now. So we will get into game number 4. And we will see what X3 Tactics might be able to do with a little bit of momentum from that game number 3 win. That 1v1 win with Shy might have given some momentum to the rest of the squad. We'll have to see. Azami faking the shot. Turtles has to get through it. Lots of boost possession I'm seeing from X3 Tactics. Nothing on the side of Progen Rebellion. However, might have been a little bit of an overcommit on offense as Turtles is going to score the first goal for Protogen Rebellion. And you can see Azami just turning up a little bit too slowly to go for that challenge. Tried their best there. Turtles just saw the turn and knew that they could shoot on net immediately. We'll see if they can continue on there. Now, Rico having to get a save off a Static shot. Rico now has had to play 2 games against Static, so he knows what to expect. Probably doesn't know what to expect from Turtles. And that pinch is going to go all the way down the side to the X3 Tactics corner. Not the best pinch from Trico. Goes out middle, but no one on Protogen there to counterattack on that. Azami trying to play the 50. It's off the crossbar and out. But that shot from Trico is going to be straight in. Excellent sight from Trico to see that they had a chance on that one. Static just a little bit too far forward. Meanwhile, on the other stream, Twisted Tales wins their first game in their series. We'll have to see if they can continue on in that stream as well. Now, back to this game. We see Turtles moving upfield. Trico gets a touch, which sends it dangerously close to the net, but we'll be able to move it forward. Trico starting to play a lot faster than we saw him playing before. Maybe taking the offensive brunt for the team in this 2v2. Rico gonna have to play this one smart though, because Turtles have a little bit more boost. Now, Demo on the side of X3 Tactics. Azami being outplayed there, out-demoed, I mean. Was able to spawn back in and gets the 50 against Static though. Static tried to play it a little bit too slow. If you want Protogen to win here, you probably don't want to see that. You probably want to see a lot faster of a goal coming out. However, it looks like Protogen Rebellion just biding their time, waiting for the right opportunity to strike. So is X3 Tactics. Counterattack seem to be the name of the game right now, trying to get it over the 2 members of each team. They're both very aggressive on the pitch here. Now Trico, touch over, but it goes straight to Turtles. Turtles doesn't really have any boost to work with the ball though. Static going to have to put this out. Azami has to stay behind it. Turtles pushes a little bit too far forward. Goes for another demo. Now grabbing the mid boost, but ball possession goes over to X3 Tactics. Static will play this off patient to the side. Static trying to flick over one, but Trico played it patient. Goes for the bump instead. Turtles gets a good 50, but it's going to be away from the net once again, and Azami can just play this into the corner. Time keeps ticking down for both of these teams. Next goal, either causing a Game 5 or a series end at this point. About to see how that goes. Now Static with possession. Tries to get the shot, but Azami just plays it on the ground. Trico with a touch all the way down the line. Going immediately into the corner of Protogen Rebellion. Turtles tries to play the 50 dunk. The Static just going to play that one patient. You can see Trico not really pushing up too much at all. Looks like the plan has changed to allowing Trico to play that defensive line and just have Azami go for it. Now a double commit though. But no one on Protogen Rebellion able to commit to it, and it might be going into the back of the net. It is! It goes off Turtles, as it might not have been in the net. Trico will get credited with that, and Protogen Rebellion might be suddenly looking at a Game 5 again. Saw it happen earlier with Dignipause. I'm sure Protogen does not want to go to 2 Game 5s immediately. Especially when they went up by 2, and I believe they went up by 2 in the first series as well. It would be heartbreak for them if they cannot take this win on this series. 30 seconds remaining though. Turtle's gonna have to try and look for something. Azami in an awkward spot. Does get the touch over. Static. Getting dunked immediately. Somebody's gonna have to turn. Pass over to Turtles. Demo onto Turtles as X3 Tactics just playing the patient game at this point. 10 seconds left. And they need to find something now. Static with no touch on the ball. Draco just gonna put it over to the corner. And X3 Tactics have found the momentum that they need. Static going to try and keep this one alive, but Azami puts it towards net, and that's going to be another game going over to X3 Tactics. And suddenly we find ourselves in a game 5 once again. Honestly, very scary for Protogen Rebellion. We've seen them in this position before. Will we get a repeat of this last match for them as we get everybody back in here for game number 5? We will be going to Champions Field for the final game. And that's got to be tough if you are Protogen Rebellion. You probably have the flashbacks from your last series against Dignipause. And they know they need to clutch up right now. We will be getting into this game very shortly. Everyone is here. We are ready to begin. We're going to get this final one underway. Possibly the final match for X3 Tactics and Protogen Rebellion. Well, it's definitely that, but for which team, we're about to find out. As we get into game number 5, quick update on the other match going on the B stream. Twisted Tales is down by 1 with 1:33 left in game number 4. If they lose that one, their tournament lives are over. Skipty's playing on the Scarab, so you know it's chopped. And Protogen fighting for their lives here, as a reverse sweep is what X3 Tactics are looking for in this game. Heavenly has a shot opportunity, a little bit low. Not going to be able to find it. Now Static. Moving forward, Trico is going to have it past them. Heavenly turning quick. Static going to have to play this one patient as it's over to his corner. No team going to want to have any mistakes right now. It's been a long day for both teams. Now a couple of misses. It's awkward in front of the Protogen net, but no goal to come from it. Azami with a touch. Heavenly gets a long ball. Trico hits it off of the back wall. That might not have been what they were looking for. And Heavenly and Turtles not really linking up there. Static taking the touch though. Is anybody up on Protogen Rebellion for that shot? No. It's going to be cleared away from the net. Heavenly tries for a shot. Azami is going to take possession. Going to go over to the side. Now Turtles. We see a bump going out for Static. And unfortunately, just not in the right spot. As it is going to be cleared away from the net once again. We've seen chances for both of these teams. Which team is going to be able to take that first shot on net? That's really threatening. Might have been Shy. The fake out for Trico. Not going to be able to find it. Turtles might find himself in an open net situation. And Protogen Rebellion go by 1. Meanwhile, back on the B stream, Owaptic is up by 3 now with 20 seconds left. Seems that Twisted Tales' lives are going to be over in this mid-season tournament. Assuming sleep deprivation getting the best of them. Unfortunately, we did not want to have to go as long as we did tonight, but tech issues being as they are. Oh, another shot coming out from Static, and Shy just in the right spot to get that. That was a wild shot. So fast coming out from everybody else. Such a fast shot from Static. What a pinch. And now, a huge clear down the field by Azami. Turtle's gonna have to play this one. Static, maybe not trusting a little bit. Heavenly in an awkward spot, gets the save on Trico. Shot number 2 from Shy. It's gonna go in. We are at a tied game with 2:32 remaining. And that's such good pressure from Shy, seeing that Heavenly was stuck in the back with no boost. It's going to be very tough for them to get that unless they pre-jump. Now, Static going to have ball possession. Trico over to the side. Heavenly gets it over Trico, but Shy will be there waiting. Once again, a tense situation for both of these teams. Next goal could be the difference between your team playing tomorrow or going home. Now Turtles with possession. Up high. Gonna be down over to the side. Now Heavenly over to the side once again, over to X3 Tactics half. Not gonna work out. Static gets a long clear. Trico puts it over to the wall. Turtles trying for the 50. It's gonna be bouncing dangerous in front of the X3 Tactics net, and Shy is the first one there. Pinch from Static and Heavenly going lateral. Turtles with the flip reset, but Trico plays it well. Heavenly, good 50. Time keeps ticking down. And as more time ticks down, the harder it's going to be to come back from any sort of deficit, if one does show. Now, Trico trying to put that midfield, but Static going to be the first one there. Big challenge from Heavenly, but not going to be able to get a touch. Turtles is in the back line, trying to find the read, not able to do so. Static keeps it up high. We'll be able to move forward. Heavenly, pass over to Turtles. Turtles maybe not getting the same idea as Heavenly. Tried to push up on that ball. Now Shy. Looking for the double tap. It's straight down, but it's not close enough to the net. And that could have been heartbreaking for Protogen. It's going to be heartbreaking for whichever team gets scored on next. That's 25 seconds left in this game. The next goal is going to be the golden goal. We might even go to OT in this game number 5. We'll have to see who has the ice. Will it be Protogen Rebellion, or will it be our number 1 seed in X3 Tactics? We shall see. It's past 1. Turtles and Static both up for this one. Trico puts it mid, but it's going to be OT. And 1 goal now separates both of these teams from playing in day 2 or elimination. Turtles with the beat. But Heavenly can't get the shot. Static puts it over to the side. Trico side flips. And Turtles puts it in. Protogen Rebellion knock out the first seed in X3 Tactics in the mid-season tournament. And GG's to everyone here for a well-played series. They tried their best there. But unfortunately for X3, they were not able to get that reverse sweep. And Protogen lived to fight another day. Now, that being said, X3 not given the best situation either, having to find a sub last minute. Not necessarily working out in their favor at the end, but made it a really good series. And for X3 Tactics, they're just going to be looking towards the second half of league play, where they are still top of the leaderboard. They didn't need the win in mid-season to go all the way to playoffs. We'll have to see when they're able to, how they're able to do tomorrow. As for X3 Tactics, they're going to just go and watch the rest of the season or the mid-season tournament play out and do the best they can going into the next one. But guys, crazy series, crazy day. As I said, this is going to be the last stream of the day. So tomorrow we will be live at 1:30 EST, going straight into our first match for mid-season. We're going to get these all knocked out as soon as possible. Might try to alleviate some tech issues as much as possible before then. But we will have our upper bracket round 2 matches tomorrow. We will post more about that in the Discord later, guys. Thanks for watching. We will see you all tomorrow. for Mid-Season Championship Sunday. See y'all later.